Today I'm going to show you my go-to effects that I use to get rid of most of the drums in my sample. And then I'm also going to show you the effects that I use to get some bass out of the same sample. So we're just going to get right into it. So I already have everything chopped up, ready to go. It's my sample right here. Okay. Pretty much that's the pattern right there. But it's pretty much raw. It's just cut up. That's it. There's no effects on it. And so we're going to go ahead and try to get rid of some of these drums. So I'm gonna go right here. I'm on my drum program on my first track. With the drum program I want to add the effects to, I'm gonna go right here. And the first one I'm gonna add is I'm gonna add a reverb. It's just what I normally do. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this air reverb. And I'm gonna turn down the mix. Put whatever you like. This is just what I'm gonna go with. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna use the effect that I used to get rid of some of those drums. And it's air kill EQ under EQ and filters. You might have it under manufacturer. However you have it, doesn't really matter as long as you can get to it. Air kill EQ. Okay, and hit the pencil. And what's nice about this is there's already a preset for that. So if you go into presets, it's gonna be right here, no kick drum. And I recommend you use some headphones so you can hear the difference. But I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you. So effects on, right? And then effects off. So you can hear it gets rid of some of those drums. They're still there, but when you put your own drums in there, you're not going to be able to hear them at all. So very little, if you know, at most. So that's that for our main sample chops. The next thing you're going to want to do is go right here on a drum program, hit the pencil, duplicate to track. And when you do that, it's going to copy over everything into a new drum program. So that way the changes you make to this one won't affect your first drum program. Right? It's going to carry the same effects, but we're just going to go ahead and change the settings on them. So for the reverb, I'm just going to turn it down. You can get rid of it. It's up to you. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it down. So the next thing is we're going to still use air kill EQ. Go to the pencil and has another preset, and it's going to be lows only. That's what you're going to use. But it's very important that you turn this down because it's really loud at first for some reason. So make sure you turn this down. I was using the wrong knob. Make sure you turn this down because it's really loud. So we're gonna just take it back to 0. You're definitely gonna need some headphones for this part. Okay, so now that's just the low end. So filter on, no filter. Okay. And that's how you get some bass to that. So basically for the bass, all I did was just play back my pattern. Okay. But what I like to do is I get rid of I just use a 1, skip the 2, and then it adds like a nice little bass groove. So you can see it right here. So I go 1, skip the 2, 3 and 4, 1, skip the 2, 3 and 4. It just adds a nice little groove, a little pause, and then when that snare hits, you know, it's all personal preference. That's up to you, however you want to do it. But that adds a nice little bass groove. But also, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add in a high pass filter to this bass. I know that's not something you normally do, but just bear with me. It's going to give it a nice sounding bass, and it's not going to sound so low. So I'm going to go ahead and put the filter, the high pass filter. You're not going to be able to hear it anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and play that along with the sample so I can mix it better. So here it is. I got the bass in there, everything right. If I take this out, you can hear it back. Okay. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into the high pass filter, and I'm going to turn this frequency down until the bass comes back. And then I'm going to turn the resonance up too. Someone showed me this trick. I just thought I'd show you guys. That's just my go-to effects. It's already in everything already comes stock with the MPC Live, all the new MPCs. You're going to have all these filters for you to use, so it's ready to go. You don't need to download anything. And you can just take it from there. So however you want to go about it, but that's basically it. So you'll have your main sample chops. It's going to just have the no kick drum, right? Then you're going to go back. You're going to duplicate. You're going to have your new drum program, and then you're going to go back to kill EQ, and you're going to have lows only. And then if you want to throw in that high pass filter, up to you. and the reverb, however you want to go about it. And that's pretty much it. You just take it from there, and then, you know, add more, take away. But that's a good baseline for you, for anybody who's new to this. So also, I got a question about adding automating high pass filters, or just filters in general. So let's say that I want to go ahead and I want to fade in a sample. I'm sorry. Let's say I want to fade in an effect. So like this high pass filter. Let's say I want to fade this out. I want to start with the high pass filter and I want to fade it out. So the way to do that is that you want to go, so we have a high pass filter, right? And basically we want to do is we're going to start like this, and then we'll take away from it, right? So we want to start with our starting point, which is going to be that. That's our starting point. So you're going to go back over here and you're going to hit right. Now, when this is enabled and it's in red and it's under right instead of read, and now it's going to record all the changes you make to, if you're going to pan, if you're going to use the volume. And it's only specific to each track. I believe it's each track or drum program, but it won't affect the main channel is what I'm trying to get at. So let's go back to our high pass filter. And now we're going to hit overdub record. Okay. And then we're going to just fade that out. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you can hear it already. I'm not even recording anymore. You can even watch it move. Then it goes back. So if you're trying to automate a filter, let's say for a different sequence, whether it be a hook, verse, outro, whatever the case is, the easiest way to do that would be just to go to your new sequence, and I would duplicate the drum program so it doesn't affect the one that you already have as your main sequence, main verse. And then if you want to see your automation, you can go down here to the grid. You can go here, and then it's going to be high pass filter right there. You could see the changes that were made. You can see the changes that were made right there. As it fades out. Okay. Now let's say you don't want it. You can just go ahead and down here and delete it. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that's how you're going to go ahead and get rid of some of the drums inside of your sample, get a bass line going, and then automate whatever filters you want. I appreciate everybody that keeps watching, commenting. Just show love, like, subscribe, and then I'll try to drop some more videos.